Welcome to the WBC arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Damian Chambers, the cruiserweight. He's 188 centimeters tall. Up against them, Jake Paul, 185 centimeters tall with a reach of 193 centimeters.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Damian Chambers. He's got a high percentage KO rate, and if he lands that right hand, it's goodnight, Irene. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Preston, England, please welcome Damian Chambo Chambers. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This place is like a coliseum.
All right.
When it's packed out, the fans are there. You can hear their punches. You can smell the sweat. The heat is second to none.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. No defense for that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Good counter punching. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Jab slightly off target. Beautiful counter punch. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that jab. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good defense there to stop that hook. A perfect counter lands. Just missing with the uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Damian Chambers that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Listen, you've switched off. What you're doing? He was close.
I'm on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful.
And he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out.
Can't figure you out. Great work. Good man, good man. Just same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Relax now. I don't want you to load.
Don't lose this fight, dear. Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this kid.
Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. I need you to go out.
Go out there and finish him. You were thinking.
Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breathe.
Don't worry about it.
And there's the bell for round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A perfect counter lands. That counter punch caught him clean. He blocks that right hook. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. They need to be careful. Did you see that? Chambers is hurt. Back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What will you do?
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Chambers is in trouble and crumbling to the canvas is Chambers. Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot. One, two, three, four. Give me your glove.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. That what? You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Damian Chambers in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're much better than this guy. You're much better.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Just the same again. Don't.
Put him back on him this round. Right, let's go out there.
He'll start tiring out. So just keep him on the end of his jab.
Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and then breathe when you're stepping around. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your minds on the job.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
No rest for the weary. A straight right just misses. A perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies. Did you see that? Chambers is hurt. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly.
Whoa, Johnny! Chambers just got clipped. Now they're right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
It's all offense all the time. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook's blocked. So much pull right there. Chambers just got clipped. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Damian Chambers that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Going to load up.
And then just start gathering your pace, win this round back. Take him.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
That round. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right? But we don't care. Go out there and win this next round. Get out there and switch.
There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Does well to block that left jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. What What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
How about that time counter shot? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Well done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. They're both trying for a knockout. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Damian Chambers in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Switch on. Switch on.
Good work out there. The jab's working nice. Those ones...
This round, you had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
Just don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot for the tag. Set him up, or you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on.
Got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and ride it out. Go up.
And win the round. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back.
Too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Get carried away. Think about...
Don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into it. You're better than this kid. Go back out there.
And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. Chambers is in trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. They block that right hook. Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter lands. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. Counter punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Hard, look.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Chambers on the back foot trying to survive. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good defense there with that left hook. Every time he throws a punch, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Damian Chambers that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. He was thinking.
Basics. Just get your rhythm back and then we go again.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and remember what you do.
Now you've let him back into it. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just box him, beast.
Load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but he'll take
the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost, don't worry about it.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out.
The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win.
Getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Get your boxing back together. Listen.
Yeah, great. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him enough.
There's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That time. It's survival time for Damian Chambers. Did you see that? Chambers on the back foot trying to survive. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. It's survival time for Damian Chambers. How is this fight still continuing? Chambers on the back foot trying to survive. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Chambers is in trouble. And crumbling to the canvas is Chambers. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
And shoot. Nice defense on that jab. And that'll to it for Chambers, who's finally down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Damian Chambers in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
But we don't care.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab slip. The jab's work.
Switch back on. Get focused. Get your minds on the job. Get back out there.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
And that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on him this round.
Good work. So just keep him on the end of his jab.
Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back.
Start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can't forget.
Go back and win the rounds, right? It's only one round that you've lost.
Back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Come on, you've let him back into
the gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for...
Here we go. It's round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns when you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Did you see that? Chambers just got clipped. It appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Chambers is hurt. Chambers is down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Nice counter. stamina is off the charts. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Damian Chambers that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, but right. Brush it off, get on with the job.
Just get your breath back. Good work.
Out in the first minute, stick him on the end of that jab, and then just start going.
Oh, listen. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
In his tracks. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely
Again. Get out there and switch on. Get this box.
Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
Together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round.
Landing the power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. And don't
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
Same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
And there's the bell for round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Good job getting out of the way of that left. He parries that left jab away. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket him.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Nice work to block that right uppercut. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nobody home with that hook. Perfect counter shot. Straight right just misses. It's survival time for Damian. Down goes Chambers. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.